to the Wager Makers Podcast with Web and Smitt.
Brick by brick, baby. I'm freaking out, Web.
I was told there'd be no man. Stupidity is going to be an asset. What a bunch of crybabies.
Hey guys, it's Devin. Make sure you subscribe to the Wager Makers Podcast on YouTube, like all their videos, and click that bell so that you turn on your post notifications and you never miss another video.
All right. Hey, everybody. This is Web and Smitt here. I'm Smitt. That's Web. We are the Wager Makers. What's happening, Weber?
Hello. What's happening, Smitt?
What's up? Thanks all for joining us. Another show today. We had a little hiatus last week. Web had the flu or something going on.
I did, man.
I had the Fort Lauderdale flu with the boys.
Yeah.
Wasn't feeling $1 million, but I'm feeling better. Took me a couple days to shake off the rust, but we're back. Feel like the first couple weeks are behind us. We kind of have an idea now, Web, of maybe who's who. But in NFL, you never really know who's who. It's week to week. But in college, getting an idea of who's contenders, who's pretenders, and same with the NFL, getting a feel of what's going on there a little bit after the first couple weeks that it kind of guessing early on.
NFL's great. It's truly week to week. I mean, there's a couple of teams. What's the I guess the Chiefs and the Ravens play this week. I don't know. They both 1-3 or what? I mean, that's kind of strange.
1-2. Both teams 1-2, right?
1-2, right. Yeah. So that's not too bad, I guess. It's crazy though. I mean, who knows? Who knows with the NFL? College, I feel like we're getting our groove there a little bit. It's starting to play out. Although Notre Dame still annoys the shit out of me. I don't know how they're still ranked, and it's almost like they just play for seeding. Like it doesn't matter if they lose. It just sees where the committee or whatever, whoever picks this shit is going to play someone in that 12 teams. Doesn't matter. Lose, don't lose. You're in. And just depending on put you at the top or the bottom.
Yep. Because here's the deal with Notre Dame. So they're 1-2.
Right.
1-2. But because they're Notre Dame, they're still in the top 25.
Correct.
And I know they lost pretty decent. What they lost to Miami. They're pretty good. They're not. Yeah. I mean, they're pretty good. And what was the other team? They
lost to Miami. That was the first game of the year. I guess you wanted to get. And then
they lost to Texas A&M at home.
Right.
I mean that's not
giving up 40 points.
Right.
Yeah.
So and then they rolled over Purdue. Now here's what's going to happen. Right. They may or may not. Maybe I'll be totally proved wrong, and Arkansas will win at home this week over them. But here's what's going to happen: they're going to win because after Arkansas, they got Boise at home, they got NC State at home, they got USC at home. May or may not be a somewhat tough game. Team they should win. If you're in the playoffs, you should be beating USC at home. And then you got Boston College, Navy, Pitt, Syracuse, and Stanford. So they're going to be, as usual, they're going to be 10-2. They'll be in the playoffs. All of that.
All right, so let's just look at their schedule in its entirety. They played in essence a 2-game schedule, and they lost them both. Right. I mean, you're going to count. I mean, Arkansas is decent. They're 2-2. USC is going to have at least one loss by the time 10-18 rolls around, if not two. Boston College, silly. Navy, silly. Pitt, silly. Syracuse, silly. And I think Stanford could be, I don't know how many teams there are in Division I, 133. Stanford's probably 130 out of those teams.
Right.
So, it's crazy.
But it's the same old thing with them. They do every year. The non-conference bullshit, whatever the fuck they play in. They're in conference now, whatever. They don't play nobody. They have to show up. They have to show up 2 or 3 times a year. Right. And if they split those games, they don't have to win them both. They have to split those games, and they're good to go for the playoffs. That's it.
It's crazy, dude. It's terrible. They suck. I don't even know. Was that Miami game? I guess it was in Florida. I don't know if it was a neutral site. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Miami's, it turns out to be a very good win for them at this point. We'll see how that turns out after, as we couple more weeks. But fuck Notre Dame is the bottom line here.
Yep. I was going to probably take them this week because my philosophy is they're going to win, but they'll probably win by 3.
Yes.
And then not so. Hey, Marty Johnson. Hey, Chad Arnold. Welcome back, everybody. Couple new things, Webb. I dumped the bucket hat this week for my Ryder Cup. I got the Ryder Cup jam going on. I'm watching right now. The USA is getting smoked in the early round of the Ryder Cup. What is the Ryder Cup exactly? So it's USA players versus European players. And what happens if you win? Like a team game. Like a team game. Right. So if you win, then what? You get the cup, the Ryder Cup. Oh, okay. Okay. But it's the one golf event. Well, I think probably the President's Cup like that too, where the fans like one time will be in Europe, one time will be at, it alternates, and the fans really go nuts. Like they like boo the other team and like cheer loud and like if a dude makes a bad shot for the other school for Europe, like they're in New York this week. So if a dude makes a bad shot for Europe, they're like cheering. It's a little different atmosphere than more like a regular game stadium atmosphere. So anyway, it's fun, more fun. Team game golf is fun. But also, I wanted to. Sounds like a barrel of monkeys. Listen, man. If you don't get it, don't get it. I don't fucking care. Ryder Cup is on. It's USA. You fucking commie. All right, fine. No, I'm not. Listen, there's commies all over. I ain't one of them. All right. If you look up in the top, we usually have the wager makers thing up in the top of the screen. If you look at that other one, that with the little duck in there, that little code, if you point your phone at it, goes straight to our merchandise page. So you can buy a bucket hat like Webb has. Like Marty Johnson likes. Yep. Yeah. All right, there you go. Marty, you can get a bucket hat for yourself. There you go. Right on that. And it's super easy now. You just point your phone at that thing, go straight. It's called a QR code. It's a QR code. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I set that bitch up. We don't have interns here, Webb. I'm proud of myself. Listen, I don't care what you call it. It's up. I got a QR code on the fucking screen. It goes straight to the merch page. Look at you. QR that. All right. So it's been a couple of weeks, so I don't remember who we picked, but we had some winners the last couple of weeks, but I don't know. We put our picks up. We had some winners. We had some losers. Any big takeaways from last week's games or anything, Webb, or last night? I got a little takeaway from last night, but go ahead and if you got anything. Listen, like I see you mentioned, I've been under the weather, geez, for like fucking almost 2 weeks. I don't really remember last week, to be honest. I mean, if you bring something up, I could certainly revisit it, but off the top of my head, no. I can tell you what, the Detroit Tigers are absolutely killing me. They did win last night, and I do have them again tonight. But aside from that, baseball's winding down. We'll have some series bets. I mean, that's really my only takeaway at this point. Playoffs next week. Last night, football game. Took Arizona. Probably obviously a mistake. But they come back. They come back in the game. What's with these fucking kickers and the new kicker rules? So the team comes back, battles back, fourth quarter, everything. Ties it up, and then the kicker there's like 30 seconds left in the game at that point. The kicker misses the zone or whatever the hell he's got. He's got 20 yards fucking zone. He's got to kick it in. So the team gets the ball at the 40 fucking yard line. Seattle gets the ball. They got to make one play. In today's NFL, shit, you can kick a field goal from the damn other side of the damn. You can kick it from right there. You can definitely try. Right. Yeah. Jeez. So I mean, is it that? So, is it the 40 or the 35? They got it at the 40. Wow. Because it didn't kick it in. It landed at like the 22-yard line instead of inside the 20 or whatever it is. Yeah. But there's some. I don't know what the rules are, obviously, because they change. Seems like all the time. But I think you can get the ball at the 20, the 35, and the 40. If it goes in the end, if it goes in the end zone, maybe it's the 35. I know this one was at the 40 because it was kicked short of the 20-yard line. It bounced at the 21. It needs to be between the 20 and the goal line or something like that. So it doesn't matter. Let's talk about where it lands. Like even if you kick it, if it lands in the, so if it rolled, it obviously rolled in underneath the 20, right? Yeah, it rolled. But so it don't matter. They called it dead. They blew it dead as soon as it landed. It was almost like kicking it out of bounds or something. Mm-hmm. I wonder if there's a time factor to that too. That was under 2 minutes, right? Yeah. Whatever. It's fucking stupid. Stupid. But I mean, hold on. Let me stupid kicker. It's a stupid kicker. We got games last. Oh, I got a takeaway from last week when Tampa Bay Bucks are laying 6.5 or whatever the hell it was, or 7, and they are up by 6, and they're up by 6, and they're lining up for a field goal. Don't let the dude block it and jump over you and block it and run it back for a touchdown. How about that for a takeaway from last week?
There were 3 that were crazy.
These guys.
There was 3
every day.
Right? There was one, I think, in a game we had Jacksonville. I think
the Eagles had a couple blocks.
That was the Rams, maybe?
Yep.
And then the Bucks.
And that was for like they made the difference in the point spread too, I think.
Well, the Rams would have won the game.
Yeah.
And now it went from that to the Eagles cover.
Eagles ran it back for a touchdown. They didn't just do it. The big boy ran it all the way back for a touchdown.
That was pretty impressive. He hopped over to do it and blocked it and picked it up.
Yeah, the team's going to have to figure out a way to stop this, because there's plenty. Every team's got an athlete that can just run and jump over the dudes, because they went to like, you can't hit the center. So now, okay, well, he's got his head all down. He's not even lifting his head up to do anything. So we'll just jump over his ass.
He's just snapping the ball, right?
Yeah. So
wow.
Anyway.
Yes.
This is a good time to remind everybody, if you're watching on YouTube or you're watching on Facebook, make sure you hit the like and share button. Maybe somebody will want to watch this also with you. How about that?
Yeah, let's do that. What's happening, Rev G? Hold on. Let me call out. Chad Arnold should be muted, first of all, from saying anything negative against Dallas Cowboys. If you don't pony up, then shut up. Bottom line.
That's so true. That's so true.
Chad
did not want to put his money where his mouth was with the Cowboys, and I had to do it for him. And now I could possibly be down $100. But,
well, it's going to be close race.
It's not like it's a runaway.
Race. No,
it's not it's not like the Cowboys are 3-0.
It's going to be a close race, right?
Yeah.
Right. And Rev G, yes, I think we're both. We're upside down on the Giants big time.
Well, you never know. Maybe the Jackson Dart might get him
Maybe.
You never know. Sometimes that rookie quarterback thing can backfire on you too.
And again,
always the most popular guy in a room in the city is always the backup quarterback.
Especially a rookie who shows something and his mom is always around. They love that in New York.
All right, Rev G. Panic move. Yeah, I wish the Saints would panic and do something.
The thing with the Giants with this move is I don't know what you're doing if you're Dayball and whoever, the GM and the OC. I mean, you're doing whatever you can. You kind of hung your hat on what's his face, Russell Wilson, to get you a couple wins, which he almost did. But now you're fucked. You didn't draft a kid. I mean, the Giants. It's tough. They're in a tough spot.
Yeah. So and you draft a dude. You're 0-3. Nothing's looking good. And even that couple of passes that Russell Wilson had down the stretch last week by the ends, I don't know what he was doing. Just throwing him out of bounds.
Yeah.
But
and that's why you bring him in to do exactly not that. Just be a veteran and just, kind of play it safe. And against the Cowboys, the dude looked like he was Russell Wilson, whatever, circa Super Bowl times. And then I don't understand that the interception he threw. It was like he just punted it. Like he just threw the ball as high in his middle as he can, and the Cowboys guy was just standing underneath it.
Yeah. Well, it feels like a lot of those big numbers in the Cowboys game were exactly that. Like he just threw it up and happened to connect 2 or 3 times on some big deep passes, and then this time he just didn't. So I mean, it was only a matter of time. It seemed like there was a lot of chuck up in the airs on that.
Yeah. Well, that's you may be right, and I don't know why. It's hard to believe in a team when the lead back is Scatterboo. I mean, he's a tough guy. It's a great story. He's definitely I believe he can play in the NFL, but you're going to give the ball. This is your guy. That's the guy who's going to,
Yep. Well, I don't think he was going to be the guy, but the guy got hurt. If that Tony.
Well, who was the guy? I mean, even the guy wasn't,
right.
Whatever's Tracy. Is it? I forget his name, but that's
Tony Tracy. Maybe it is Tracy. I said Tony.
So,
Tony
whatever.
Tracy. Yeah.
Same thing.
Tracy Tony. Something like that.
Yeah.
Maybe Rev G can help us out.
Yeah.
Maybe we had an intern. If I had producers in my ear.
Yeah, we know everything.
But
we're never going to let facts get in the way of the show.
Right.
So don't even worry.
All right.
That.
So that's the picks. Webb, we want to look. We got talk about anything leading up to this week. Any picks? You want to get right into some picks or what?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I had some stuff. I got to start taking notes during the week. I sent you that funny thing the other day, and then I was watching. I think it was the Mets. I was out, and the Mets were on like SNY, and they actually had female, whatever you want to call them, correspondents that weren't like showing cleavage and short skirts and open-toed shoes, or were blonde and black chick blonde with some like a tutu on. So it was just interesting. I was like, wow, maybe I couldn't hear what they were saying, but maybe these girls know what the fuck. Maybe they know who Barry Sanders is. I don't know. It just was interesting to see, like, I don't know, maybe they knew something about what they were talking about instead of just kind of standing there looking like you're a DEI hire.
And this was on ESPN?
No, of course not. Don't be silly. This was on SNY, whatever the Mets channel the Mets are on.
But again, you want to preface that by saying you didn't hear anything they said.
I did not. I couldn't hear.
You were not actually.
But it was refreshing that the one girl had she was covered.
It wasn't just a girl in a bikini there sitting there.
Right. I said yes. Right. She didn't have a bald head and a tutu on, and the other, and then it wasn't like I was watching, Skinamax or something either. So,
wow. All right.
Both have their
big
merits,
games. We go college, Web. Big games this week. Lots of marquee type matchups this week, Web. Yeah. We're getting into the nitty gritty, Web. We got, it's certainly in the SEC, certainly down here in my country, Web. We got a big game. Yeah. We got a big matchup. The LSU plays Ole Miss. The big scoop. I don't know if this has made national news. The big scoop this week, and the big fun thing with the memes and everything is comes out that the linebacker for LSU is dating Lane Kiffin's daughter.
I did see something about that.
And so that's a big deal here. A lot of funny memes. Weeks, the middle linebacker for the linebacker for LSU is dating Kiffin's daughter. So a lot of people say that's obvious over bet because he's going to want to run. He's going to want to kill this guy.
So how old's the daughter, I guess? Does she go to Ole Miss, or how does this?
College age. She probably goes to Ole Miss, which is, they could be,
close enough.
And she but she decides to post this week that this is her boyfriend on his lap and everything. Yeah. Thanks.
It's funny though. I saw something about Kiffin, and he's been on our whipping post. And I saw something like, wow, he's getting, he's calmed down. His kids are living with him now. I was like, what do you need a fucking cookie because your kids are living with you, dude? Like, right. That's a plus. Wow, way to go, dude. Yeah. Awesome.
Well, he's been living the life, bro. Kalen Kiffin's been living the life.
Yeah, I guess
so. Much like Coach O, but he's still got a job. Coach O. I've been seeing Coach O face around more and more. He must be running out of money.
Yeah,
he must be looking for a coaching job. He's going to be a lineman coordinator here, a lineman coach here one of these days. But in addition, we got Georgia, Alabama. That's certainly marquee matchup.
That was 2.5. I think I saw. Yeah, you want to just start with the picks and we can kind of get to those, or what do you want to do? Sure. We got games tonight.
Yep.
I'm sure Plazinski's looking at Florida State tonight. I don't know. I actually like the other way. I like the +7. I like TCU +3. I'm not really sure why. I just don't think Arizona State's any good. And I love Houston -13.5 tonight.
All right. I had the opposites, except for Houston. I didn't do nothing with that. Anything.
Really?
Yep. I took here comes the Wager Maker Express coming through.
There it is.
Because here, that's not even sound effects either. That's the real deal. That's the real deal. So I took Florida State. I got them on the ESPN app at -6.5. So if you say 7, then -7 is good. All right. And then I took Arizona State, and then they saying 3.5, and I took them. I'm not real impressed with TCU. I know Arizona State lost one, but I think they're still a pretty good team. I think at home they'll do something. So we got totally opposites there.
Yeah, I mean, is anybody going to this game in Arizona State like today? I mean, I guess so, but I don't know. Seems like there's better things to do in Arizona.
I don't think it's some big, huge home field advantage.
Right.
But no, nothing worse than watching a game like you take a game on a Thursday night or a Friday night, and you're like, oh, I got the home team, points. And you look at this crowd, there's like nobody there. Everybody's at the frat house or something.
Yeah, right. That's why you bet December 25th or 26th bowl game, and it's in whatever the Bahamas, and there's like, there's a couple of kids running around like kicking a soccer ball in the stands. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I got the home team. I took the home team in this.
Yeah.
So I got Florida State, and then we can go into you love Houston, you love Florida State, and you like
I don't
like
love,
no the other team.
I think whatchamacallit is just terrible. I think Houston's decent, and Oregon State I think just sucks.
Yep.
I just lost my connection here. Notre Dame is one of the ones that's next on the app here at least. Listen, I can only hope that they lose. I'm rooting against them. I considered very close. I think I did. I didn't have it on my possibles. But I don't know. Is Arkansas good? I don't know.
They're halfway good. They're SEC.
Right.
Decent
SEC.
You know
Plus
I mean?
4.5.
But that's all it takes to beat Notre Dame usually.
Yeah, no doubt.
Getting some points. But I know if I take them, they Notre Dame.
Either way, if Notre Dame will win by 7.
Notre Dame's going to win by 3, and they're still going to be 10-2 at the end of the year, and that's how it's going to be. And I'm going to be out of money. That's why I'm not taking nothing of that, anything. So,
yeah. All right, I'll kick it off. 12 o'clock, I got Kansas minus 4.5 at home against Cincinnati. I was contemplating Illinois plus 7 against USC, but I stayed away. Next, I have A&M. I think that's a semi-big game, right? Who are they playing?
A&M's Auburn. I was on Auburn last week, and they got kind of hosed. They were right there the whole time, got kind of hosed. But that's a tough week. It's tough to bounce back. I think Texas A&M had a week off last week.
Yeah.
Waited for this game. Auburn was in like a barn burner last week, lost. And now they got to go on the road again to Texas A&M. That's gonna be a tough one.
I feel like Auburn's kind of been playing above their head this whole 3 or 4 weeks, how long it's been. And I think not that A&M is good. They're much less hyped than they've been, and I think they're kind of equal to the ranking. They can win a game at home. I mean, converse to what's going on in probably Arizona. That's going to be a fucking big deal down there in College Station. So I lay in that. I mean, I'll buy this. It's 6.5, but I'll buy the 6. But we could leave it at 6.5. That's fine.
All right. You said you like Kansas. That's one of our teams that we kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
We had them against Missouri a couple weeks ago, and they let us down. But it was one of those games where they were right there the whole time, and just it was one of those deals where Missouri was like 1 first down from taking a knee, and dude busts one to cover the point spread. But I like Kansas in general. I like the way they play. I'm on them too this week.
That dude has been there. I don't know what his name is. It seems like he's been there since like we were in school. So it's pretty funny. Who's next on my list? I do like the over in the Indiana and Iowa game, 48. Iowa, I watched them play against Rutgers. They're not the Iowa that we usually think, like grind, and their defense isn't that good, and their offense is better. So that kind of equals, they can get to 20 points, 21 points, something like that, which I think they can. That's a pretty fairly easy over because whatchamacallit can score Indiana. No thoughts?
No. Agree. I watched the Iowa Rutgers game from the bar in Fort Lauderdale last week. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool. Go to Fort Lauderdale, watch Rutgers. Yeah.
That was super fun.
And then
I had Iowa. And that was kind of back and forth game too.
Yeah, so did I. Now, my favorite team probably, who's got the most equity bit, the Memphis Tigers. I'm laying the 14 there at Florida Atlantic. Again, they've been very good to me in over the history of the show. This next one, another big game. I'm taking Oregon plus 3.5 against shabby-ass Penn State and shabby-ass whatever Franklin's name is. It's it's going to be a whiteout or a blackout, whatever the fuck they do.
Whiteout.
But I mean, they're playing like shit. This kid, Alar, right? Drew Allaire, whatever his name is, was supposed to be something. He ain't doing shit. I guess maybe the loss of the guy the Giants drafted, who's done shit for the Giants, is hurting them, Andre Carter. But I'll take 3. I mean, I'll take 3.5. Lose by 3 all day long.
Yep. And I got a little number for you. Franklin, the Penn State coach.
Yes.
4-20 versus top 10 opponents.
Wow, I thought I saw something even worse than that. Yeah, wow. Well, that still sucks, but yeah. I thought it was 4-27, but I guess maybe I was wrong.
Maybe I could be wrong, but I thought
it was bad. It was bad.
I was just happy to have a number to write down for you.
That's right. Dude, you didn't do it. Tell the intern. That's to
Got
produce.
to do all the work. I got to do all the work. If I mentioned the QR code up there in the corner,
dude, you got everything. We got a background. We got
it's pretty free. Piano playing, piano lessons right after
this. That's right. Get the fire burning. Next one, I didn't bet this game. Alabama and Georgia. Georgia minus 2.5, 53. It's between. Where's this game? Is it on campus or is it in?
Yeah, it's in Georgia. What they say?
Yeah.
Is that between the hedges?
Between the hedges. Yeah. It's funny. I don't think Georgia is as good as Georgia's been. I was leaning Alabama. 2.5 is kind of short. I'm staying away, but I would lean.
Kirby Smart. Here's another number. Kirby Smart 1-6 versus Alabama.
Yes,
but that's obviously the Nick Saban Alabamans for the most
part. No, they beat the shit out of them last year, didn't they?
Probably.
I think that was one of Alabama's signature wins last. Not that they had many, but I think they beat them again last year too. But I'm hanging there.
All right. Here's Webb. So here's Webb's new graphic.
I'm not done. I got one more.
All right. Well, stay what it is. I got it.
BYU 6.5. Love it. On the road against Colorado, Coach Prime. We love him, but he just don't got the horses. Period.
All right, that's funny. I went the other way this time. I said Coach Prime's gonna pull it together enough to get it going. So you got we got you as Houston and TCU tonight.
Yeah.
Kansas over in Indiana, Iowa, Memphis, Oregon, and BYU.
A&M minus 6.5.
And we're going to throw A&M there, minus 6.5.
Yep.
I didn't get that one in the graphic. In our graphics.
So like 8-0 or something like that. 9-0.
9-0. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm going. Here's where I'm going with it. Here's Smith's college picks. So tonight I'm going opposite. I got FSU and ASU.
Line's wrong.
I got Kansas minus the 4.5. You like that one? I got Mississippi State at home plus 7.5.
That's against LSU?
They play Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
I think Mississippi State's good enough at home to make this a game. That's all that's about. Tennessee's a good team. But
I'm just rooting for Tennessee just out of pure
because of the quarterback situation.
Yeah, because of the asshole. Yeah.
Gotcha. Of course, I have LSU. They're not going to win the national championship if they don't win tonight, or they probably will, and he could anyway after one loss. But I'm taking LSU. Contrary to going against Penn State this time, I went with the over in the Oregon and Penn State game. Web 53.5. As long as it's good conditions, check the weather up there in Penn State and make sure
it's nice. It's nice here now. I think it's not going to be snowing or something.
Make sure it's not raining raining or anything like that, and the ground is dry. And I feel like those teams will score. I did take Georgia at home. I think it's time. Alabama, they beat up on a couple patsies after a bad loss to Florida State. I'm not ready to do anything with them yet, so I'll take Georgia. In old days, I would have taken Alabama every time if it's less than a field goal, no matter what, but these are not the old days. I also took Colorado. I think
they're getting points. Yeah, Alabama's not laying.
Yep, true. Exactly. Colorado, I think maybe at home they'll pull out away.
No way.
That's what I got.
Right. First of all, the FSU line is wrong. They may cover a 7 though. Anyway.
Can I take my Georgia pick back?
Sure.
Because
Chad Arnold just said it's a lock. Yeah.
Georgia's a lock. How much are you going to put on it,
and LSU too. He just fucking put the Malloy on that.
That's Marty Johnson with. LSU is a lock too. Oh boy. Yeah. There you go. I got LSU and Weeks banging Kiffin's girlfriend, banging Kiffin's daughter.
Now, doesn't Mississippi State, the quarterback is out? Is that right?
Oh, maybe that's why they're plus 7.5.
LSU, I'm talking about.
LSU, no, LSU's quarterback's there.
Not LSU, Mississippi.
Ole Miss, but he's been playing for 3 weeks already. This kid.
Oh, so this is the guy that's been playing all season?
It's kind of their backup quarterback, but he's been in the game for 2 or 3 weeks already.
Fair enough.
I think the other dude just played the first game, from what I understand.
Okay. Yeah. I like LSU too, though.
And possibly the over, just because this dude would want to run it up because the guy's banging his daughter.
Well, he's going to run it up. The motherfucker wants to run it up anyway. He ain't trying.
Yes. So there's there you go. There's some college picks. Webb, runs down some pros.
We got another stupid ass fucking game in Ireland for some fucking reason. I just think the Steelers suck. I think Aaron Rodgers is a douche. He's already bitching about having to travel. I'm going to take the Vikings -2.5 just because. I did think about the over, but I don't know what the field is like over there. But 41's pretty low. But I'm gonna stick with Minnesota -2.5. It's a tougher week.
Exactly. What's up, Todd Lewis? Yes, he's banging his daughter.
That's right.
It's on the news, and it's out there for everybody to see.
No,
it's not just at home. It's not just at home in the cookout.
It's on the internet. It's got to be true. 1 o'clock. I got the Falcons. There's no line on this yet, I guess, because what's his name? Daniels and McLaughlin or whatever, the wide receiver, are out. This is just a strictly playoff of a banged up, overrated Washington team versus a team that everyone now says is terrible in Atlanta. I don't know what Atlanta does, what they're thinking, but I think they'll win this game. What's his name is a player, Bijan, and they got some dudes on defense, so I don't have a line on it yet. I think it was 2.5, but it's going to be higher than that.
I'm actually showing on this one the Falcons are -2.5.
That's what it was, but there's no official line yet. That was before these guys were officially ruled out.
I think Chad's been hitting the Irish whiskey already today so far.
Yeah, it's all right.
We'll get to the Lions, Marty, probably.
Yeah, the Lions, here's the thing. They just played a short week. They're impressive. Listen, I thought they were going to struggle, especially after week 1. But that dude, both on the offensive and defensive side, the OCs have got it going. What's his face? Goff is playing better, I think, than he did even last year. 10 points is just a number. They're a live pick, I think, for a survivor, but 10 is a number off of the big win. I'm just a little bit leery of a letdown to lay 10 points with Detroit there.
And Cleveland's got an excellent defense. Excellent defense.
I mean, they got players. It's just
if Joe Flacco can get them a few
that's
points.
The thing.
They somehow, that was a crazy game against Green Bay last week.
Yeah, they blocked the kick there, right? Yeah. So that's my thought there. Who else I got? Next, I'm on to the Raiders. For some reason, I guess I like the Raiders a little bit. I don't know who are they playing.
I think you've been a Pete Carroll fan in the past.
Maybe. And this is I just think he plays to what's his face's Geno Smith. He likes to throw the ball downfield, so they let the fucking guy throw the ball downfield, and they hand it off. The Bears, I think, again, the Bears played the Cowboys, which is ridiculous. They're riding way high. The Bears aren't good. I mean, that's the bottom line. Not that the Vegas Raiders are any good, but it's a pick 'em. I like Vegas.
I agree. That one.
The next one I put the Rams. There's no particular order on my app. Listen, the Colts are fucking Danny Dimes. Pump the brakes, dude. Pump the brakes on the MVP.
Oh, I got something to say about that one.
This is some bullshit here. McVay is a fucking excellent coach. They got the Hawaiian dude who scores 3 touchdowns and 150 yards receiving. Colts are a dome team playing outside. Not that LA's any type of home field advantage. I'm just too much for the
Wait a
Colts.
minute. Hold on a second.
What?
Last week, I caught shit for saying that a team from the West was going to play in Pittsburgh, and I said they're going east to the East Coast, and you made fun of me. You just acted like the Rams is some outdoor, I
said it's not a home field advantage in LA. That's what I said.
It's not a home field advantage. You made it sound like, they're a dome team, and they're going. I thought
they are
acting like. Well, they are a dome team, but they're not going to play somewhere.
And they're going from Central Time.
SoFi is basically a dome.
Whatever. Listen,
all right.
The Colts ain't going 4-0. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
Sunday night, the Packers are going to dog walk the Cowboys.
They're
going to beat the balls off of them. And then Monday, it's funny, dude. I was close to taking the Jets +3. I'm staying away from that complete disaster. But I do like the Broncos. I will buy that to 7. They're playing like shit. Much like you, I'm a believer in Sean Payton. Cincinnati's I mean, I'm sure they thought they would play a bit better than they did last week with that. Apparently, they like that kid Browning, but they're losing by 7 Monday night.
Yep. Let's pick a couple of underdogs here for Marty
yeah.
for her thing where she's got to pick all the games, just the winners, but she wants a couple games every week that teams have a chance. Let me say a couple teams that I think have a chance. I'll start.
Dude, knock yourself out.
All right. I think that the Buccaneers have a chance to win at home against the Eagles. Now, don't take all of these because it's not all going to happen. They're all getting points. I think the Buccaneers have a chance against the Eagles. I think the Jags have a chance against the 49ers. I don't think the 49ers are that good. I think they got a lot of injuries still, even though Purdy might be back this week and all that. Yeah, and I wouldn't be completely surprised if the Jets do something against the Dolphins, even though I'm taking the Dolphins in that game, I think, just because it's Monday nighter. But I wouldn't be completely surprised if the Dolphins just seem in disarray.
I don't know. Yeah, that's just a complete thing. I mean, there's a couple. I could see the Steelers winning.
Sure.
Especially when I don't like touching games overseas, but it's 9:30. I don't know what else I will be doing. So that's plus 2.5. I kind of hear you a little bit, but the Bucs are banged up. But I do think they're live. Panthers could beat the Patriots, probably, right?
Certainly.
Jaguars, I like. And then the Chiefs could win at home.
Oh, the Chiefs are at home. They're getting points.
Yeah.
That's obvious.
And then, definitely the Jets plus 3, I think, are all viable.
Yep. All right, there you go. There's a few from Marty. So let's see. I got Webb's NFL picks right here. This is what we're looking at. You like the Vikings in the morning? I like those too because I feel like that defense is going to be all over Aaron Rodgers out there.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to force some mistakes. You got the Falcons, you got the Broncos, you got the Raiders, you got the Rams, and you got the Packers.
Yes. Now the only thing there is the Falcons are not. That line is going to be different than two plus 2.5 for sure.
All right.
So whatever that comes out, we'll see what it is.
All right. So, I got a couple. Let's see what I got there. You're welcome, Marty. Let's see if I can find mine. Here's what I'm going with. Smitt picks. I got a lot. That's bad. That's bad and good. I like the Vikings. I like the Chargers. I'm impressed by the Chargers. Can I say that? And I think they're good. They're legitimately good. I don't think they're going to have enough of a letdown to lose. Okay, they're putting Dart in the game, the Giants, but that don't mean shit. But a possible extra 3 turnovers is what that possibly means. I don't think that's. Look, I think the kid's going to be good. I think he's very athletic, all that. But it's still the Giants. It's still a New York quarterback, so he's doomed for life. We pretty much saw that. Sam Darnold went off last night.
Yeah.
You can't play quarterback in New York, apparently. Only Eli could do it.
Yeah. Luckiest quarterback in the history of professional sports. Or luckiest player in the history of professional sports.
Yeah. All right. I got them. I got the Bills and the Saints. I'm taking the over 47.5. The Bills score 30 points every week. They'll score 40 this week. Maybe Rattler can get a touchdown across and puts us there. But I'm taking the over 47.5. It's NFL. I like the Bucks. Can we talk about Baker Mayfield for a second? Dude is a baller. Dude is a baller, dude. He just does what the fuck it takes. My man Dwight Breland's was like, man, it's a foxhole. I was like, man, shut the fuck up with that stupid shit. But the dude is a gamer. Baker Mayfield, Cleveland should have never got rid of him. They would have been in a great position here. They wouldn't have spent all that money on Watson. They wouldn't be looking for a quarterback now. Right. And then I think Baker Mayfield was in the Panthers building last week or last year or two.
Definitely was.
A couple years
definitely
ago.
Was.
And they're look where they're at without a fucking quarterback.
Here's
the guy
thing.
They got is not the guy. The Alabama kid, he's obviously not the dude.
The thing with Baker, he's much better suited as an underdog. Like he can't be like when he was all over, I guess the All-State, that's when once he gets his head wrong, he sucks. Right.
He's the scrappy guy.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah, yes. He's our
Dirk Diggler. He's our Dirk Diggler. but better.
He's got to be disrespected. He's got to be doubted. No hand jobs. He's got to work for everything. So that I like him, and I like the Bucks because they're just scrappy. I like the coach. Tough week. Listen, I hope they win. I despise the Eagles, but I think they're banged up.
I like the Eagles too. I'm not doubting the Eagles, but still at home, everybody's riding high on the Eagles. I also like the over. I think these teams will score one way or another, defensively, offensively, whatever it takes. They'll find a way to get a couple big plays in that game.
Yeah, I mean, I looked at it good and hard for the Bucks as well, but I just think they're banged up.
Yep. Colts. I'm going with the Colts. Webb. Danny Dimes is on a roll. Weber. Danny Dimes is on a roll. That's your guy. I picked this especially for you. Plus 3.5. Danny Dimes. He's got the New York quarterback fucking syndrome going on.
Yeah,
you fucking play ball. That's it. It's a guarantee. It's a guarantee. You leave New York and you're fucking playing ball.
Listen, I can't argue with that. But I'm surprised. I thought that coach, whatever his name is, Stetson or Stein, whatever, sucked. But they seem, or maybe it's the offensive coordinator, but they're doing what most, franchises don't do. They're just leaning into what the kid can do and what he can't do. What's his name is obviously a big help, Jonathan Taylor. So, I'm no Danny. I've only heard, he's on the Giants. I don't give a shit what he does, but they just ain't going 4-0. That's all right. It is. I
like the Chiefs anytime. Anytime you're going to give me the Chiefs at home in a point or two or whatever the hell it is, I'll take it. Same with you with the Raiders. I'm taking them mostly because I think the other team fucking blows.
Right.
I'm taking the over in the Packers Cowboys game, Webb. I think these teams will score. The Cowboys will score out of desperation late in the game because that's what they do. Dak will be running around, throwing it up to Pickett, whatever. And then the Packers. And then I took the Dolphins Monday night just because I would love to see Glenn get a win.
Well, hold on.
Let
me stop you there because that just reminded. Did you see the ridiculous?
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Like
the dance,
the rundown of the dance. Is he in grammar school?
Was he doing
That's
like
a head coach?
Was he doing like the Pee Wee Herman?
No, he was doing like some kind of wall. Like it was, dude. You're the head coach, bro. How are you gonna reel dudes in when they act a fool? That was
the game wasn't over. The game wasn't over. It obviously wasn't over because they didn't win.
That was bad.
It looks extra stupid. It was like the Pee Wee Herman.
It was terrible. I mean, I get it. He wants to win his first game.
I should have kept a little film clip for that.
Yeah, you should have. That was terrible. That was embarrassing. More embarrassing than anything the Jets have done this year. That is. Yeah.
It's up there with the butt fumble.
Yeah, that's up there. Right. That is as bad as it gets for your head coach to act like that. So, but I do hope they win, just because.
All right, and I do like the over on the other Monday night. That's the bailout Monday night game for me. I like the over. I do like Denver probably too, but that's that
44.5. But
that's my picks.
It doesn't seem like it seems there's anytime you take one of these whatever prime time or whatever national games, the over is seems like it's a pretty good bet. They scored 28 points in the fourth quarter every time.
Yeah, I was gonna say sometimes they don't score at all until the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden they scored 20 points.
And I'm not a big prop bet guy, but one time what I've been hitting on, obviously on these games, is there's going to be more points scored in the second half than the first half.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, so that's been real good so far this week. So everybody think about that if you get that offer.
Cool. All right. Real quick here, let's thank Turtle Bay. Hey man, if you're around, go to Turtle Bay. We're hurting. The city's doing a road work project right in front of us for about fucking 5 months. They got us fenced off, roped off, all kinds of shit over there. So come see us. We got Wilbur Investigations. Oh, that's the wrong spot.
Where's the fingerprint?
Wilbur Investigations, right there. Make sure you check them out. They're a great sponsor for us. MN3 Technologies and John Grow, always great with the bumper music. Want to thank you all for listening. Anything, any big things you want to leave us with, Webb, or anything like that?
No, it's funny though. I saw our guy Mike Gundy got fired at Oklahoma State. I'm sure that's a Scott Wheatley.
I had that written down here, and I didn't get to it.
And what was that thing? Like he said he was going to fight somebody.
Listen, his best speech ever was they were bashing on their quarterback. Or
Maybe
something.
that's what it was.
He said, "You don't. He's 18 years old. You want something? You pick on me. I'm a man. I'm a man. You can pick. You can say whatever you want about me. I'm a man. You pick on me. You want some of me. You pick on me. I'm a man. I'm a man." He kept saying like that. He's a kid. That's what it was.
Yeah. And that was good. That was good. And I agree.
I remember that's one of the great speeches that I think all the time. He was sticking up for his dude. Nothing better than that.
And he was right. Absolutely. Looks like I got a picture of him here. Looks like he lost a mullet too, which kind of just makes me even more sad. Here's a question for you. Again, I'm just scrolling through here. I know somebody certainly Rev G might. Who's going to win the MVP in the AL? Is it going to be the kid, the Judge,
Raleigh?
Raleigh?
Man, look, I think it'll be Judge. But man,
Judge just won it, didn't he?
Yeah, but you cannot underestimate what it is to be a catcher and do these things. You know what I mean? I know Judge's numbers offensively are better, but by a little. Well, the other dude's got more home runs this year.
Yeah, but he might break the record, they're saying. Yeah,
well, he's at 60. I think he got 60 yesterday or something.
Yeah, he did.
So, and what's the record that Judge had is 62 or something, I think. So he's got 3 days.
More than that, isn't it? 62?
I don't know.
Well, maybe.
I'll look it up. I'll have to look at it. If we had an intern. If we had an intern, we could
listen, my thing is this dude's a switch hitter and most valuable player. Judge missed X amount of time, right? And it's not like the Yankees went into last place and then he came back and then they fucking, So I think without this dude, Mariners are not in the playoffs.
Right.
So that's my only thing,
Plus, by all accounts, he's a really good defensive catcher. Not just some dude sitting back there doing whatever. To be a catcher and do this to me is super impressive, man. Yeah. Get out there every day and do that shit. That shit beats you down. But not too many catchers can hit like that shit.
No, and he's a switch hitter too. I'm rooting for that dude to get it just based off of a little bit of an underdog.
I like the Mariners in general. Usually, they usually do me pretty good when I'm gambling on them, but sometimes they screw me over.
Yeah, yes, a
lot of teams. I can say that about.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, especially in baseball.
Yeah. So playoffs this week. Yankees in. Chad, are the Red Sox in? I think they're barely in. They're
no, they're done. I don't think. I thought they were out. Well, how is he a Red Sox fan?
Because it's Chad Arnold, dude.
Dude, listen,
it's Chad Arnold. He's like, listen, if you say,
you got a Red Sox chupacabra mask?
Yeah. Listen, I'll bet you the Yankees beat the Red Sox in the playoffs. You'll be like, yeah, but what about LSU, dude? What about LSU?
Cowboys suck.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Todd.
No. Phillies are good.
I like the Phillies. Phillies do me right when I bet.
They've been good to me too. Yeah.
So they got a shot. It's gonna be interesting. Baseball's pretty wide open. There's some good teams. Man, the guard, like you talked about the Detroit Tigers, Webb. The Cleveland has been just coming right up like gangbusters on. I think Detroit had up until 2 days ago. Detroit was in first place since like April.
Yeah,
something. They took off. Yeah. So they came out of nowhere. Obviously, the Dodgers good. Toronto Blue Jays having a real good year.
I'm interested to see what they can do.
Yep.
I'm a closet, Toronto fan, I guess. I love them ever since they beat the Phillies way back when.
Yeah.
In the World Series.
That home run, run against the reliever. What was his name? I know Todd.
Mitch Williams.
Yeah, Mitch Williams.
I forget who hit the Alex Smith. What's coming soon? The ice. The ice is back, baby.
Hockey back.
Love it. Hold on. Let me just look at this baseball real quick. It's just standings. Yeah, that's interesting. The Jays, Yankees, Cleveland, Detroit's tough. Seattle, they won 90 games. Phillies are cruising. How about the Brewers? That's what is that? Are they good?
I think they're good. Hey, Brad, hey, congratulations. He's coming off your hernia surgery.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was a show. We gotta be more prepared. We gotta be more prepared for that.
What do you mean? This is good. It's off the hip.
It's a hit. It's a hit.
Yeah, that's what's better. All right. Well, I like the Brewers. I like them way back since Harvey Wallbanger, so I'm rooting for them too.
All right. Plus, they slide down. Do they still slide down into the beer when they hit a home run? Is
I
that
think
8?
they do, and they still have the sausage race or whatever, the bratwurst versus the hot dog versus whatever.
Can't beat that.
No.
All right, Brad, Missouri Tigers. Are they playing this week?
They are. I think they're playing like Arkansas State or something.
Yeah, some bullshit. All right. Thanks for listening. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Like and share. Do something. Help us out. Whatever. Hit that little QR code up there and buy a fucking floppy hat. All right. Thanks, Marty. All right. Love you guys. Take us out.
Boys. Thanks, everybody. Brick by brick, everybody. Thanks for listening. A lot of winners, man. You're welcome.
A lot of winners.